Right, we're on today. We're going to talk a little bit about levels in the golf swing, how we can control our swing plane. Yeah, we can control plane from this, just by trying to keep things a little bit more level through the shot. When I'm talking about level, I'm talking about hips today. It's all about the hips. So level hips, I have 6-iron. Pretty much everything's done with 6-iron. I can hit 6-iron doing this, I can hit 5-iron, I can hit 7-iron down. 4-iron we'll do another day. So talking about levels in the golf swing, trying to maintain levels. So levels of the hips. I see, coach a lot of people, they get quite active with the right shoulder. This is for right-handed golfers. They get quite active with the right shoulder. Coming out, club, right shoulder going that way, club also going that way, standing up very steep and then coming down across the golf ball. And it's quite hard to, it's not hard to, explaining that to somebody is pretty simple, but putting it into a different form is an easier way to learn. The different form that I'm talking about is rather than focusing on the right shoulder and this standing up of the golf club and the plane being altered and the path being altered, let's think about another part of the body that's going to help that to maintain or be in the position it should be in. Don't actually know what I'm saying there. So rather than the right shoulder and the club shaft being so upright being the focus, let's think about another part of the body that would control that. So I take my address position, club comes back, I'm here, I'm good, I'm set, perfect. Right shoulder gets active, club gets steep and I cut across. There. Not pretty. What I do notice here though, is when this happens, how high the right hip gets. My right hip goes out and gets very high, and then from there my left hip becomes low. So this one's getting high, this one's getting low, and you can see the angle there. You can see my belt buckles in this position. I've got a high right hip, and that's pushed the whole upper half of my body out towards the golf ball. That's a problem. That is a problem. Once we tell people to quieten down the right shoulder, they can stay too far back and think too much behind that, so the right shoulder stays too far back, and we get stuck in here. And of course the left hip now goes up there, and again we've got the opposite problem. So we now start to hook it, or get some funky flight because we've tried to get this up or keep this back. So let's think about trying to get the hips to be nice and level. How do we do that? If we can concentrate on the lower half of the body turning on a level and not moving up and down, then the top half of the body won't take care of itself, but it's got much more of an advantage, or much more of a chance of being functional. Address position. To quieten down the level of the hips, let's try and feel as though both thighs have externally rotated. So let's feel as though these have externally rotated. So from this position, I go here, so I'm more bow-legged. Okay, I'm more bow-legged, I could be riding a horse. And if I maintain that, if I keep the width of my knees, it keeps my hips much more level. The knees being bowed out the way, the level hips, are going to quieten down that upper half of the body. Makes it easier for the bottom half of the body to work. And there, see that down the line. So I'm bowed legs there, and then I keep them bowed, so I keep my right knee away from my left knee. So my left knee turns towards target. I try and keep my right knee out, and you can see how the club now flattens out more, which is very different than that motion. Try and keep your knees level and your hips level by externally rotating both thighs. There's more chance of good strike, flatter swing plane and a better path. Like that. Was good. So there we go, that's a quick little tip there on how we can quieten down the top half of the body. Get those thighs externally rotated out and try and keep the distance, try and maintain the distance between your knees on the way down. Get to the top of your swing and then try and get the left knee's going to turn away towards target because it has to. Keep the right knee away from it. You can see how level things will stay, hips will stay level. Good. Knees bowed out, up the top. Left knee's going to turn to target. Try and keep the right one away from it. Try and keep that right knee away from it. Good again. Felt as I was really, it was a good strike. Felt as though I was really exaggerating the motion, so I was. If you can see in the mirror there, how that club drops behind me from there. How level my hips are. See here, how level I've managed to stay there. Knees are level, all good. Bottom half now controlling the golf swing from the top. Feels our squat a little bit more. Bottom half now controlling the swing from the top instead of the top half out riding the bottom. It's good. Guys, thanks very much. If you subscribe to my channel already, that's fantastic, thank you. If you've not subscribed, please do. It's free to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up icon, shares it around YouTube, which is great. And of course the little bell notification, click that and you'll get instant notifications of all my videos. Subscription's free, honestly. Please just click as a thanks.